What if the Ottoman Empire had never fallen? 1. Introduction. It's 1922. The streets of Istanbul are quiet, yet the city is tense. The domes of the palaces glisten under the sun, and gentle waves lap against the Bosphorus. But this is not the history we know, because the Ottoman Empire never fell. Imagine a world where Europe's wars shift in unexpected ways. The Balkans remain under Ottoman control, borders are intact, and the oil-rich cities of Middle East are governed by the empire. Istanbul is still the heart of culture, art, and politics. Universities overflow with knowledge, and the streets are alive with a fusion of Ottoman tradition and modern innovation. Picture a time traveler walking through Istanbul in 1922. Palaces, madriz courtyards, ships in the harbor. Every step merges the past with an alternate future. The balance of power in Europe has shifted, world politics follows a different path, and we stand in the middle of a scenario no history book records. And now we ask, if the Ottoman Empire had never fallen, what would the world look like today? Let's explore this alternate history step by step. 2. The European political balance. The Ottoman Empire remains a strong, centralized state, controlling the Balkans. This not only suppresses nationalist uprisings in smaller nations, but also reshapes alliances among Europe's great powers. The European map would look very different. Germany would be forced to ally with the Ottomans. Russia would have to consider Ottoman influence in the Balkans. World War I might never happen, or would unfold on completely different fronts. Imagine a young person in a Balkan city, walking through streets where Ottoman flags still fly. Traders from Europe discuss the empire's diplomatic power while Ottoman officials move between palaces and marketplaces. 3. The Middle East and oil. The Middle East borders remain intact under the Ottoman Empire. Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, and Palestine form a unified administrative region. Oil-rich cities are under imperial control, and the global energy market is now Ottoman-centered. Western powers must negotiate with the empire instead of waging wars. Oil revenues are invested in modernization. Ports are upgraded, rail networks expand, and cities flourish. From Istanbul's perspective, oil tankers fill the harbors, the Ottoman Navy patrols the Bosphorus, and university students conduct experiments in labs. Oil is not just wealth, it's power for science, technology, and progress. 4. Economy and technology. The empire undertakes ambitious modernization and industrialization projects. Europe's economy is no longer entirely dominant, creating a new balance of power. Factories rise in Istanbul and Izmir. Oil revenues are invested in education, healthcare, and infrastructure. Ottoman universities conduct research on par with Western institutions. Imagine an engineer witnessing the test run of the first electric tram in Istanbul. Cranes operate in the ports, scientists and artists exchange ideas in the palaces, shaping a world where East and West progress together. 5. Culture, education, and arts. Istanbul remains a global cultural hub. Palaces, madrises, and universities coexist, blending traditional Ottoman aesthetics with modern science and arts. Music, literature, and architecture create a unique synthesis. University campuses become centers of science, culture, and innovation. Cultural exchange between Europe and the Ottoman Empire thrives. Artists from Paris or Vienna come to Istanbul, inspired by its unique scenery. 6. The modern world and possible scenarios. Today's borders would be completely different. Turkey, the Balkans, and the Middle East might remain under one imperial roof. Organizations like NATO or the United Nations might never exist, or international cooperation would take an entirely different form. Daily life, technology, education, and culture would be shaped from an Ottoman-centered perspective rather than a Western one. That Istanbul becomes the world's political, cultural, and economic heart. A time traveler strolling through Istanbul would see every corner telling the untold stories of an alternate history. Palaces, laboratories, harbors, all pointing to a world where the Ottoman Empire still stands.